we literally have a word for what we were just talking about when it comes to how courage is kind of contagious. It's actually the word encouragement. It literally means to give others courage. And that's kind of the opportunity that we have when we take these courageous steps of acting. But you don't just have to inspire somebody or give off courage by, you being the one doing the action. You can literally just go to somebody and say, hey, I think you can do this. I believe in you. And that's you giving off courage. That's you giving off that inner seed that you feel like you can tap into, and you're literally handing it off to somebody else. You're taking something that you believe in, that's at the core of your system, and you're saying, you know what? I want to give you this gift. And that's what encouragement is. It literally is giving the gift of courage to somebody else. And that's the opportunity that you have. And what's even wilder is that there's another word that kind of speaks to the opposite side of that same token, which is discouragement. And this is something that you've probably felt too. This is something that you've probably gone through with some of your friends or even, parents or guardians or, role models that you've seen, is that they've either through their actions or through their words kind of made you feel like you couldn't do it. I'm like, trust me, I definitely understand that feeling. I'm a working artist. I've lived with discouragement my entire life. And we don't want to walk throughout life saying that we're going to limit people and what they can do.
My life is gonna rock, and yours is gonna suck.
Because if we limit others, we're literally limiting ourselves. And that is not the quest of this class. We're here for encouragement. We're here to better ourselves. Man, one of my absolute favorite scenes that kind of speaks on this whole encouragement theme actually comes from the Goofy movie. It is one of my absolute favorite movies of all time. Just a blessed adventure. But there's a point in this movie where Max is at his wit's end with his dad, and they're realizing that they've been so disconnected throughout this whole entire movie, and they've been missing each other and haven't been figuring out ways to connect. But they're now at this precipice where they're about to actually fall off of a waterfall.
A waterfall! Waterfall!
And Goofy has to instill in his son, I believe in you. I trust that all these things that we've done over this entire movie, that you've been listening, that you got it, and that you know what you're doing. And Max is actually tasked with saving his dad, Goofy, from falling to his peril off of the waterfall by utilizing the fishing rod trick that he showed him at the start of the movie that Goofy thought he really wasn't paying attention to. And Max does it with pure precision in the moment to save Goofy right before he's about to hit the bottom of the water. And Goofy just rises back up from the water, and his eyes are just glistening looking at Max because he's just so proud of him. He's so proud because he knew that his son could do it. And that's what we really need for encouragement. We need those people in our lives to be able to look at us and say, hey, no matter what you're doing, I know for a fact that you can do it. Even just thinking about that moment brings tears to my eyes, because it makes me think about all the people that I've had in my life that saw me doing and just trying to do it. And I really wasn't feeling that I could accomplish it. And, sometimes they just gave me a word of encouragement and just said, George, I believe in you. And if that means anything, you'll try it out. And because I trust in them and because I love them so much, I had to do it. Just like Max had to do it for his dad. I just really hope that you're able to do it for the people that you love in your life. Because encouragement just goes a long way, guys. And you'll only be able to recognize the impact that they had on you when you're able to look back on the things that you've accomplished.